Hey everybody, welcome back to the Center Lane, the political discussion for those of us in the middle who just want our politicians to get along, not too far to the right, not too far to the left, straight down the middle. Compromise is not a bad word. Well, it's been a pretty rocky week, obviously, with the markets kind of up and down, more down than up, unfortunately. But and the tariffs coming on, and a lot of things that people are very concerned about. Now, where's it going to go from here? God, who knows? I don't even know if Trump even knows. But I like to think that on a more positive side of it, that most of this is negotiating with most of our allies, Japan, European nations. We're going to figure something out there. It's not going to go to we're not going to the mat with them. We are going to the mat with China though. And this isn't the first time. Trump's still got a little bit of we took him on in 2018 and 19, and it didn't end well for us, quite frankly. And you can do the research on that. But we came out on the short end of the stick on that. This is round two, a little bit different world now, obviously. And, I think our economy's a little on better footing, but so is theirs. They have let's go back in time, okay? How did we get here? Well, China was always kind of like, still pushing mules and carts and stuff, at the 30 years ago. They were not the technological powerhouse that they are now. And as far as worldwide, and their economic power they've welded. But in 1999, in 2000, they applied to get on to what's called the World Trade Organization. That's a league of nations that try to have fair trade with one another and try to promote democracy and things of that nature. Well, I guess we were feeling pretty good because of what we did to Russia, the Soviet Union. We took them down 10 years earlier in the Cold War. So there was a lot of a push to bring China in because we can do the same thing with them. They're going to come in this League of Nations, and democracy is going to start, we're going to plant those seeds and it's going to blossom. Well, Ralph Nader, remember Ralph Nader? Everyone thinks he's kind of a nut. Well, he said in 1999, he was running for president in the Green Party, says, do not let China do this. This is going to be bad for us. Down the road, they're going to do exactly what they've done today, 25 years later. They got into the markets. They never did let democracy reign. Most of the big industries, steel, tech, all that type of thing is still government run and controlled. They're not very nice to their own people. Their own people have very poor health benefits or retirement benefits. They did not reinvest to try to help their people out, but they built this machine like almost where they can, again, exploit their people, get the low wages, get the products out there. Now they have the markets. And Ralph Nader called this 25 years ago. That's what's going on. So how do we stop it? And where are they at right now? Well, they're extremely powerful. They're only behind us as far as total economy. As far as, obviously in manufacturing, they're ruling the roost because they have the cheap labor. They have really good tech, automation, things that they've stole from us and other European countries, but things that they've developed themselves as well. I'll give you an example. Their phone companies are now car companies. I can't remember a couple of their names. I think it's DJD, that electric car they have, that's absolutely crushing Tesla right now over there. That started out as a phone company. Another one, I think it's Exumia, I think it's called. They've got a car now, and they're cheaper. I'm not gonna say they're better, but they're cheaper. They charge faster, and they're making some noise. So did they steal all this technology from us and from the Europeans? Some of it. But a lot of it they've reinvested in themselves because they've had this excess money. They have more exports than imports. I mean, people don't purchase like we do here. We import more than we export, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. I know they call the discrepancies of deficiencies between the countries and all, but you're not going to get a perfect 50-50. It's just not going to happen. It's just not the way the world works now. And that's one thing that Trump doesn't get. It's not 1980 anymore. It's 2025. Just because we purchase more than we produce doesn't mean we're going down hills per se. We're rich in other ways. We're rich with services. We're rich with technology ourselves. We just have a different kind of an economy now. To think that he's going to bring all this manufacturing back here to the United States and that we're going to be self-sufficient and the supply chains are going to miraculously change, that we're not going to need to get something from Thailand and something from Vietnam and something from France to build whatever, a stove, that's wishful thinking. It's just not going to happen. If it does happen, it'd take years and years. I guess if we had to do it, we could certainly do it. kind of what Russia looks like right now. You've seen some of the stuff they make their cars and stuff. They do some things that's kind of self-sufficient in a lot of ways. And it's kind of comical. So it's a global economy. It's a world economy. And that's just the way it is right now, right? And that's okay. Be smart about it. I mean, with the tariffs, hopefully you can negotiate get some better deals for us, fine. As far as bringing down prices when you're going in a trade war against China, who makes 30% of what Walmart sells right now, for example, is all from China. To think that that's just going to bring down prices, it's going to be really tough to see, and it's going to be. I mean, it's a noble. You know, Trump at first I go, what is he doing? But I kind of see what he's doing. It is unfair, you know, but we have to be smart about it too. And just to do a blanket tariff and put the world on its heels like he did, that wasn't very smart, you know. Go after the people that need to be gone after, sure. And China is a big one, and we're going to have to do something about it, you know. And he's trying to do something about it in his own way. Might be a little misguided in my opinion, but, you know, I don't think it's a totally bad idea to take China to the mat. So we'll see how that all plays out. And I hope you guys have a great day. And it's getting interesting, isn't it? Talk to you later.